Hello there, and welcome back to the videos. We just did a weighted average problem in the last video. That's the one you're looking at now. So if you turn the page, there are two more of these word problems to do, and we'll see what we come up with on these. All right, the first one is another test score problem, because these are just very common with weighted averages. I think if I had to pick a weighted average problem, it's probably going to be about test scores. So I'm trying to give you some practice with those. But this question says, what is the average of these test scores if the final exam counts double? So the only caveat here, the only condition in this one, is that the final test is going to count twice. It's going to double. So this is very much like the last one that we did. It's going to set up the same way and solve the same way. Now we're not doing yes or no this time, because it's not asking me if I passed or failed. It's just asking me to find the average of these scores. But this is the thing we have to remember, that we have to double that final exam. So to set up an average problem, and they use the word average, so I don't even have to wonder. Remember, average is mean. So we're trying to find the average. We want to know what the overall score was. And to do that, we know how to do that. On the top, we're going to take test 1, test 2, and test 3, or the final. And remember, that one counts 2 times. So I'm going to double that final exam. That's very important. So even though I only took 3 exams, how many exam scores am I counting? Well, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 scores that we're counting. So we want to be sure that we count that twice in that final as part of our bottom number. And this is going to give us the mean. We need to add up the top. And I think I'm going to scoot this over, and I'll just keep working it this way. So go ahead and add up the top. 91 plus 87 plus 95 plus 95 is 368 points. And we're dividing that 4 ways because we are counting 4 scores. And that comes up to be a 92, which is a much better score than I had on that last test problem. But if you look at the scores going in, those are much higher. There are no 68s or 70s or any of those things. These are all very good scores to start with. So my average, it is a weighted average because of that doubling there. But the average for this course is 92, which is very good. It's a passing score for sure. Okay, this second problem is a completely different kind of problem, but it works with the same concept. A car wash sold 80 $8 washes. I'm going to highlight that. There were 80 of them that cost $8, and 20 that cost $10. What was the average price of a wash? Well, we know that average is mean. And in this case, the weighting is different because the washes are different. They're weighted this time by price, and some cost more than others. But your format to find a mean doesn't change. You're going to say, here's the total amount, and I don't need nearly that much room. and we're going to say, all right, this is going to give me a mean or an average eventually. So let's start with what we know. We know that we have 80 washes that cost $20. So I'm going to say, where did I get that? Let me start over there. Sorry. We have 80 washes that cost $8, and that would make a huge difference. And that's a plus sign. We have 20 of them that cost $10. Okay. So we have 80 washes plus 20 washes. So eventually I'm going to have to ask myself how many washes. But let's put that, actually let's not put that. Let's put that down here because this is what we're going to have to figure out. Okay. Now remember that 8 is $1 and the 10 is $1 amount. So how many washes were there? There were 80 plus 20. So we sold at our car wash business 100 car washes. Okay, 80 times 8, use your calculator, that's $640 that I made right there. Plus 20 times 10 is $200 that I made on those washes. So here comes our setup for the average. We need to take that number and that one, and we'll be in business. So 640 plus 200 is $840. This is dollars. Divided by 100 washes. And when you do that on your calculator, it will spit out 8.4. Give him a 0 to make $8.40 per wash. So some washes cost more than $8, some cost $8, but on average, if you go through this car wash, you are paying $8.40 per wash. And again, those are weighted by the price of the individual washes. Maybe the $10 washes come with a raincoat protector or a tire wash. For some reason, they're a little more important than the $8 ones. But most people who go through the car wash seem to favor the $8 wash. So that's going to pull the average down a little bit overall. Okay, I hope this has helped you to understand about weighted averages a little bit more, and also give you just some practice on finding averages. And I believe that does it for this module. It sure does. So in our next video, we will be looking at the third tab in our series, looking at categorical data. So I'll see you for the next module, and I hope you have a great day.